Hi, my Wise Astrology Tribe, Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Krisztina. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to analyze the 2023 September astrology forecast. Right now I'm going to talk a little bit about the mundane transit in general first. So we're going to have a new moon, and the new moon going to happen 14th of September, and it's going to happen in Virgo. And then the full moon going to happen 29th of September in 6 degrees in Aries. The full moon going to actually be in opposition with Pallas Athene and going to square with Vesta, and the new moon going to trine Uranus. All right, we also have our two inner planets, Mercury and Venus, going to station direct this month. Venus going to station direct on the 3rd, and Mercury going to station direct on the 15th in Virgo in 8 degrees. The other thing was going to happen, Jupiter going to station retrograde on the 4th of September, and it's going to conjunct Moon. So the moon going to be actually in Taurus that day, and then it's going to trine Mercury retrograde. All right, also some asteroid also going to change sign. Pallas Athene going to change sign and gonna go to Libra on the 13th. Pallas Athene is the warrior queen, but she was really wise. So she is choosing her fights. And the 13th, Vesta also going to ingress Cancer. Vesta is your eternal flame. In Cancer, actually, it's going to give us and help us with nurturing. Like we will nurture our inner child, and the way we are. You know, it's very important also in financial astrology, because Vesta is the one what keeps us going and want to make us to invest, for example. And the 15th, Ceres going to move to Scorpio, and the Sun also going to change sign and gonna go to Libra on the 23rd. Come on, Cosmo. So here is Cosmo, my little Dutch hound, and he's gonna be part of your prediction right now. So let's see what's going to happen. Mercury and Jupiter on the 4th going to actually trine. Mercury is the ability, the way you are actually processing information. Mercury associated with thinking, communication, the way you express yourself, and it's associated with sales as well. It rules two signs. It rules Gemini in the 3rd house, and it also rules Virgo. At this moment, it is in retrograde on the 4th, and it is trining with Jupiter, the planet of blessing in Taurus. So actually, it will indicate some kind of positive change with traveling, short distance traveling. It will indicate, for example, the oat or anything with grain on stock market can go up. It is also indicating some kind of change with internet and the way we are using internet and the way we are communicating. It's a blessing. You are capable to for example, express yourself on a really not positive way, because Jupiter is the planet of positivity over here. So what else is happening? So let's see let's go to the new moon this month, and it's going to happen in Virgo, 21 degrees. That's the 2nd decan. So the 2nd decan, it's a Capricornian decan, and it's going to actually influenced by Saturn. Saturn is endurance. Saturn is actually have to do something with your hard work ethic. But Saturn also represents fears and delays and decays and censorship. And because of we have Mercury retrograding actually in Virgo, and by sign, by energy, it is opposing, not by degree, but by energy, it's opposing Saturn, which is in retrograde in Pisces, and also to Neptune. it could indicate some kind of issue with social media, with media itself. The news itself could be either censored or it could be lies. And we are going to figure out actually what they were lying about to us in general, to the public. All right, what else could happen over here? So because of this new moon in Virgo, it's, you know, the moon is representing your feelings, your subconscious. It's representing the females in general, women and feminism. It also associated with the public. But it also rules dogs and apples, you know, like silver, for example, pearl. So when it's actually opposing to the energy of Saturn, then it could, and Saturn is in Pisces, it could indicate some kind of issue over here. And that's what we're gonna hear in the news most likely, to have some kind of issue with animals, big ocean animals. For example, they can get beached, and you know, like it could indicate a massive death of the mammals, the ocean mammals there. And what else it could indicate? It could indicate censorship. It's obvious because Mercury is opposing to Saturn here and Neptune. So the other thing what could happen, we're going to have actually a full moon, which is going, no, actually this new moon is going to trine Uranus. Uranus, anything to do with chaos, rebellions, and it's also something because it rules the 11th house, your goals and your hopes and wishes, humanitarian and philanthropic project as well. Uranus rules the tornadoes, rules anything with wind, windmill, energy. So when this is going to trine, it is a really, really favorable, granted, positive aspect over here. And because Uranus is in Taurus, in this case, it could be something like we're going to have a news about and like how can we stop tornadoes, or how can we use windmills in our daily lives, or you know, like it's going to be more popular. How can you use self-sufficient energy? For example, Uranus in Taurus could represent natural gas, right, over there. But how? Because of the animals. So using technology and using the animal poops, for example, and create natural gas. And it's going to be all over in the news. And it is also some kind of positive change because of the new moon is in Virgo. Virgo is the earth. It's representing Mother Earth as well, just like Taurus is an earth sign. So some positive news about recycling, for example, or actually the way we treat animals and the way we treat the earth itself, it's going to be some positive news over there for us. Okay, so moving forward, and we're going to talk about right now Venus station direct on the 3rd. Venus is going to station direct at 12 degrees. Okay, and it's going to conjunct Juno when it's stationed direct. Venus is stationing direct in Leo. Leo, by archetype, it rules investment, it rules prize winning, it rules sports clubs, it rules the children, joy and pleasure-based businesses, and your kids, and your creative projects. So, what's gonna happen? If you have been actually in stagnation, or you couldn't move forward with your art project, or you didn't find, for example, a manager or someone who can represent you in your art, this is the time right now when you will be capable, actually go for it, and you know, most likely some of us going to find someone who is helpful, and we can actually, it could help with your creative project. It's also really good to win, and you know, Venus is not only love and attraction, Venus also is currency. So in Leo, it rules the 5th house, right? So 5th house is investment. Venus, it could be like you are preserving your money in art or in very, very expensive jewelries. And that's the way, not in 401k, obvious, but something what is tangible over there, and you can, because Venus rules Taurus, which is tangible energy, so something with tangible energy. For example, gold, because Venus in Leo could be something investing in gold, real gold. So it could be a positive energy for that. All right, and Jupiter. So if you want to actually help your Venus and help your creative project, you can drink, for example, blue lotus tea, lavender tea, rose petal tea, anything like that, especially if your Venus is debilitated in your chart and it's weak, then you are capable to make it stronger. For example, every Friday you buy flowers for yourself, like you going to use a lot of green underwear, green clothes, whatever, but that's how you're going to be capable to make your Venus stronger. Okay, so that's how you can help. Okay, the next one is Jupiter. Jupiter is in Taurus, which is luxury and comfort. Jupiter is the planet of blessing, the planet of Santa Claus. This is like in the Taurus rules the second house, ruled by Venus, and Venus also going direct the day before. So station direct the day before, so it is really, really positive over here, even if they are squaring by energy. But don't forget, square is not necessarily bad, because it's pushing you forward to make a decision, it's pushing you forward to make actions. And so I like squares in the charts usually. So here what you can do, it's pushing you forward to prepare for the next month, which is going to be the eclipse season. And you know, in October 14th, we're going to have a solar eclipse in Libra, and on the 28th, we're going to have the last Taurus eclipse. Right? And it's going to happen in 5 degrees. So we are ending that 18-year cycle with Taurus Scorpio axis. But Jupiter here, it's already gonna go in retrograde. So it's going to be influenced by this eclipse, most likely. And over here, it's bringing back opportunities for us, opportunities with Taurian energy. So Jupiter also very good with investment. In daytime, it's rules Sagittarius, nighttime, it's rules Pisces. And you know, like in Sagittarius, it's more positive, obviously, and in Pisces, it's more spiritual. Jupiterian stone is lapis lazuli, and if you want to make your Jupiter stronger because you are ruled by Jupiter, perhaps you have a Sag rising or Pisces rising or Sag sun or a Sagittarius sun or Pisces sun, you are ruled by that, and then it's representing it can get weakened, so you want to make it more positive and more strong. So you can have milk thistle, dandelion, you can bear lapis lazuli, and you're going to actually balance that kind of energy that is weakened, Jupiter. But on the other hand, Jupiter is bringing back opportunities with salaries. So for example, a lot of people could go back to work and get rehired. Whoever lost their job during COVID, it could be like the next 4 months, while Jupiter gonna go back retrograde, people going to get back their job, or they're going to get rehired, because second house is your salary. So it could be influence that one. Okay, and then we wanted to talk about Mercury retrograde. Mercury going to go direct in Virgo. So it's exalted in Virgo. When it's gonna go direct, it's going to indicate some kind of positive news in healthcare, because 6th house rules healthcare, and 6th house also rules our daily routine. So it's going to be more settled in general. And also it rules works. Just what I said about Jupiter at this moment, like 2 seconds ago, Mercury going direct in Virgo, it's also representing a lot of people going to get back their job. And we might going to hear a good news about, in general around the world, about healthcare, about like insurances and healthcare in general, because 6th house is your health or health and healthcare. All right, so I'm going to move forward right now, and I'm going to actually talk about each individual sign. All right, if you have a Scorpio rising, sun and moon, this is your September forecast. Let's see what kind of opportunities you will have, Scorpios, in the month of September. We're going to start out with Venus going direct in your 10th house. This is wonderful because actually you will get very busy with your career. Something to do with entertainment or something to do with art or joy and pleasure-based businesses, anything to do with that. So if you work on that field, you can get recognized, you can get honored. It could be like you can become a CEO, you can become a leader of a company, you can be asked for that. Venus is not only attraction, people gonna be attracted to you, attracted to your business, like your business, so your business going to be well received. However, it also currency as well. So whatever job you are doing, if you want to enter politics, for example, it could be really, really positive, but you will be founded. Venus in Leo representing, if you are a politician, you're going to find rich people who are actually going to support you. So it could be very positive. On the 4th, we're going to have Jupiter going in retrograde in your 7th house. It could bring back a business partner and the legal matters, a business opportunity, a business deal for you, which is going to be really, really abundant for you. It could come from a foreign country, for example, or it could come something like you are willing to invest in a property, something with rental properties, something to do, but you will have a business partner, mostly lands and farms that you can invest in. So this energy, because of Mercury going to go direct middle of the month, so as we're going to have a new moon in your 11th house. 11th house is your hopes and wishes and money from your career. So definitely money is going to, it's looking good for you because you are capable actually to increase your money from your career, from your business. You're going to actually attract really, really rich shareholders, people who are really friends, who are willing to give and fund your business. It could be out for the community. You will be seen by the community. It could be actually anything to do with social media as well. So you might going to actually pay someone who is capable to do advertisement for you, but that is very important. So it's a new beginning there. By energy, this actually new moon and the sun and Mercury, when it's go direct, it's going to, even in retrograde, gonna trine Jupiter and Uranus. Your significant other actually could create abundance in your life. Maybe your significant other going to be the one who is recognized. Jupiter is social media, Jupiter is TV. Jupiter rules the 9th house and the 12th house, which is representing something to do with social media. But Jupiter in your chart rules let me see, Scorpio. So the 5th house for you, that is something to do with pleasure, with joy, and also rules your 2nd house, which is something with money. So investment could turn out for you good as well because of this kind of trine here. Something tangible, you're going to invest in something tangible, but it could represent like you are winning a lottery, you're winning a prize, which could be really, really good. By the energy, this Mercury retrograde new moon also going to opposing Neptune here. So there is a friend in your zone, in your era, in your aura, who is maybe lying. And be careful with your children, because some of your children might going to lie to you, for example. So, or yeah, lie, it's a lie. Or some of your children could drink if they are in an age, or use drugs, and you will have to actually confront them, and you have to actually help them to overcome that kind of difficulties. But because of Saturn is on Formula Hat, which is Archangel Gabriel, this is a saving grace. You are capable to help your child. You're capable to help them and teach them not to lie. So it could be good. So the sun going to join in your 12th house, Mars, it could be like some kind of mental activity. You will have very, very intense dream. It could be war or sexual-like dreams for you as well, and just like for Tauruses. But it could be something to do with also investment. But the investment has to do some, actually it could be really good to practice martial art, capoeira, martial art for you. So you are balancing your energy. It's good to do meditation because your mind is busy, or you might going to lose sleep because of your mind is very active right now, and it could be create insomnia. So you have to be careful with that. It could be some kind of nerve inflammation, so that's also possible. Or at this moment, you can get prone to some kind of overstimulated spiritually and mentally. So for example, this is not the best time to do ayahuasca or San Pedro or whatever, because you can actually create some kind of heart palpitation, fear. So this month, I wouldn't actually advise that for you, Scorpios. All right, and lastly, the full moon is going to happen in your 6th house. You have to change your daily routine. You have to change your habits. It does not serve you anymore. Something to do with tenants. You might going to give up a tenant or tenancy, or unfortunately, some of you could actually lose a pet, okay, a dog. So it could be as well. And what else could be that? Like, so for example, supplementation or anything you used before, it doesn't help you anymore. So you need to start some kind of new regime with your diet, with your supplementation, with your coworkers. You're gonna lose some coworkers, or you can actually lose a job. But this is not necessarily bad, because if you lose a job, you are losing because your career is changing. Your career is going to be really abundant, and because of that, you might going to give up a job there. By energy, this energy was actually opposing your 5th house. Oh, I was talking about that. Okay, so I don't want to get confused. Yes, we are at the full moon right now. So that's what I wanted to talk about, Scorpios. Check out my website below. I'm going to put my website actually in the description box, and you can get familiar with me over there. Thank you so much for listening. Bye for now.